Hey guys, long time no see, right? Oh, yeah. So I'm like a bad penny. I always turn up. Thank you so much, guys. Everybody has been so like leaving messages and everything like that. And everybody's been so nice. And I just really wanted to take some family time. I didn't want to miss anything in that first year. And my son's older now. Santino's 13 months now. And he's, you know, more independent. Like now he's downstairs with his daddy playing in his playroom. He's good. And, you know, I am just one of those types of people. And, you know, maybe some of you are like that as well. I just don't like to put too much pressure on myself. I wanted to get used to being a new mom. I wanted to get used to this house. We moved here in last May, and I had the baby in January, and we were staying in a hotel, and then we got into our house, and then that's a whole lot to, you know, put together and everything like that. And don't even get me started on cleaning it. But yeah, so just wanted to get all that stuff together, and I wanted to feel good about coming back, that there was great stuff to talk about. So the channel is going to be still alive. It's going to be different, not as many videos. I know that to be a fact, but I'm going to do what I can. I'm going to do several videos, you know, to get back in the groove of things, and of course, always consistently reviewing things, because I really think that's my strong point. I hope a lot of you agree. I really love reviewing things and telling you about products that I've tried, and that's what I have here today. So I thought I'd just jump right into it like no time has passed and tell you about a whole bunch of products that I've tried with varying results. First off, I'm going to be swatching these products as well, just in case you want to see the colors. And the product that I'm going to use, the wipes that I'm going to use to clean up my hand, I'm going to tell you about those because this is my second pack. And these are new wipes, and I really love them. They're from Garnier, and they're the I get right back into not being able to pronounce them. It's like no time has passed. Okay, these, micellar makeup removing towelettes. I got one pack a couple weeks ago, and I loved them so much, so I got, this is the nice pack. My other pack is pretty much destroyed. It's got, you know, makeup fingerprints all over it and everything, as usual. That's how it kind of ends up with these things. But really, really good. It says it's even good for all skin types, even sensitive skin. They've been coming out with a lot of really great products that I'm going to be telling you about. I think I'm going to do a whole video on skincare products that have recently come out that I have been trying. So hopefully that would be of interest to you. That's a video I think I want to do. So anyway, let me get the first ready, and I will get right into this. Okay, this is a bunch of stuff. Actually, I think this is mostly drugstore, so this is good, right? Some stuff that doesn't cost a whole lot. First item up, this is L'Oreal's Infallible Paint. I love this. This one, I got a couple of these. The brighter colors, I haven't really, I tried the fuchsia one, and I think the red one, I liked them. But this one is my favorite. I'm so into nudes now. I think it's because when I wear red lipstick, Santino's like, psh, you know, his hand is right in my face. He wants to touch it, and it gets everywhere. But this is Nude Star. So you've probably seen these at the drugstore. And this is just my favorite color, the one that I've used the most. It's Nude Star, and it is just like a fantastic nude for my skin tone, which was really surprising for me. I remember trying it out thinking, this probably isn't going to work for me, but it does. So that's a swatch of it, and again, it's called Nude Star. It's number 312. It is just an amazing nude. Now, it looks kind of like what I have on that I'll be telling you about. It's two different products that I have on. But it looks kind of like what I have on, maybe a tad bit deeper. So I have some Maybelline and Black Radiance on, but I'll tell you about those in a second. This is a really, really great from Jordana liquid lip color. And I love these because they are very, very inexpensive. These are the Jordana Sweet Cream Mattes. This is my favorite color that I've gotten so far. One of you told me about a great color on Instagram that I'm going to have to get next time I'm at Walgreens. It's the only thing about Jordana. I can only get it at Walgreens, their products. This is Sugarberry Crumble. Oh, this is a fantastic color. I wore this. I've been trying to, in the last couple of weeks, put up pictures of me wearing different products because that was something people wanted to see. And I do my foundation reviews on Instagram too, so you can see the foundation on my skin. So join me on Instagram if you haven't. But this is the color. Oh, it's so good. Sugarberry Crumble. And these, I like the formula. It is a tiny bit drying, and it doesn't bother me, I notice, because I always prep my lips beforehand when I put liquid lipsticks on. I put a primer on. It's from ColourPop. It was like $5. So I always put a primer, something like that, on with most of my liquid lipsticks. That's why I never feel like, oh, this is too dry for me. If it feels too dry for me after the primer, then there's really an issue. It's really not a good primer. This is Maybelline's Dream Cushion. This came out recently, and I was excited to try it. I wear number 60 Cocoa, and that's what I wear in all the Maybelline foundations, and I really like this. I was surprised. I was wondering if it was going to be a good fit for my skin type. It actually works for my combination skin. The only thing I will say is that it does work. The matte poreless foundation in a bottle, the glass bottle, is better as far as keeping me matte all day. So that is one thing I will say. It is a good, it is something that I've been using, and it's fine for my skin type, but the matte poreless in the bottle does keep me matte longer all day. Like, I can go the whole day with a good mattifying primer. I can go the whole day with that foundation. Whereas this one with a mattifying primer underneath it, I have to touch up at least once or twice during the day, but still a good formula. This was a complete fail for me. Wow, I almost didn't even want to pick this up, but I did because I'm curious, and that's kind of, that's why I'm here, right? I'm curious, I try things, and here we go. This is the Maybelline Dream Brightening Creamy Concealer. It's number 60 Deep. Yeah, this was a total fail for me. Just not a good concealer. It's okay, like, if you use it on the outer portion of your face, but under my eyes, it was a miserable fail. So, yeah, it's going to be a great spot concealer for me because it is nice. The consistency, you can tap it on and kind of blend it in with your fingers, so that works okay. But when we're talking concealer, I don't have many issues on the outside. I'm always doing my under eye area. That's like what I need concealer for. I very rarely do anything outside of under my eyes with concealer. So that just happens to be me, but it has an interesting consistency. I wouldn't say it's totally bad because I did use it to clean up a little something down there one day, but yeah, I wouldn't buy it just for that. You can get a concealer that's way better. This is from Revlon, and I made jokes about this because this is one of the Color Stay cream eyeshadows. I just got one, and it's number 710. I forget the name. Is it on here? The name of it? I don't know if the name of it. It's number 710 though. It's really, really good. They did a great job with the formula. They just need better colors in my opinion. This is kind of a gold. It's a really nice color and everything like that, but I just think they need to widen the range. Maybe they're gonna come out with a better, you know, set of colors later. Hopefully that's the case. There it is right there. Let me let it focus. So yeah, there it is right there. And it is a nice shade. They did a great job because it stays put. You have a minute to play with it and it stays put and looks gorgeous all day. I even was able to get away with, which is something I very rarely do, I even was able to use it and no eye primer and use it as the base for an eye look, and my eye look stayed great all day, which never happens. So it is a really good, I make jokes about them because I'm like, they came along 3 years too late. Everybody was doing these kinds of shadows, and then 3 years later, here comes Revlon. Yeah, but they did a great job with it. Just need to broaden the color range. This is very, very interesting. I haven't really met a Wet n Wild mascara that I liked, but I do like this one, and it's doubly weird because it's the Lash Renegade, and it's doubly weird because I usually don't like mascaras with that ball on the end, and that's totally what's going on here, the ball on the end. What I found is that unlike a lot of mascaras with the ball on the end, I can use this like this and have the ball work with the main part of the wand, and it works out pretty good. It looks pretty good. I'm all about volume, so the volume is decent. So this is a Wet n Wild mascara that I really ended up liking, and I was surprised. And the formula is very good too, and it has that thickness that I like, you know, that adds to the volume that I need when I'm, you know, using mascara. So I was pretty impressed with it. Now, a mascara I was not impressed with, and I just, I do not like. This is the CoverGirl So Lashy. And yeah, now this I really thought I would like, because I generally like all of their mascaras. I love all of their mascaras, their other mascaras, but this one has the ball on the end, and this is not for me. And it's so funny because I don't think they look, well, they look different, but you know, oof. It's so funny. I'm like out of practice with this whole swatching and all of this stuff, but hey, it's like riding a bike, right? Yeah, this does look a little different, a little more different than I realized. Okay, so yeah. The problem with this is I'm not getting any volume with this, so that's a no-no. Like, I don't want a mascara that's coating my lashes and making them look slightly blacker. I want them to look like whoosh, you know? I don't want, you know, a light mascara tint, you know? So that's why this is no good for me. I thought I would really like it, but I do not. This is really great. This is something really, I thought I didn't know if I'd like this, but it's actually really good. It's Maybelline's Master Strobing Liquid. I think there are a couple colors. I got the deepest one. It's called Deep Gold, number 300, and this is really good. Now you have to use it sparingly with your finger, but it works fine for me. One of the habits that I'm into now, and that's why this works really well for it, is I like to put on a cream and then a powder highlight. It kind of doubles up on it for you, and it really, like, I did that today. And you know what? I didn't choose the best place. I didn't know where to film in here. I hadn't really kind of mapped it out. So I'll probably move around and have another like location next time, but I just wanted to get this done. I wanted to go ahead and pull the Band-Aid off and do it. But anyway, let me give you the swatch of it right there. It's just a really beautiful gold, and I use it very sparingly, and then generally put a powder over top of it, and it makes your highlights stay all day, number one, and just be really striking, and I like that. This is like I grabbed a whole lot of Maybelline for this. This is Maybelline's Baby Lips Color Balm Crayon. So impressed with this because I was like, I only got one because I was like, you know, I like Baby Lips. It's just not one of those things that I go out of my way for, really, the whole Baby Lips line. Because it's like once you have a couple of those, you don't, you know, they've come out with so many. But this one, I am glad to say, is very, very good. And I think a little more unique than what they've had before. And the reason being is this is pigmented as I don't know what. I put a picture of this on me wearing this on Instagram. It is the most pigmented thing they've ever come out with. This is the shade, let's see, what is this shade? Oh, it's on the side. I remember looking it up before. It's on the side here somewhere. Refreshing Red, number 25. Let me show you how pigmented this is. I was like, this is like a lipstick, but it has that oil and moisturizing oil in it, so it's incredibly moisturizing, perfect for winter weather. So this is it. Can you believe that? I mean, that is just super, super duper pigmented. I mean, it looks like you're wearing lipstick, but it's moisturizing as hell. Fantastic. They did a good job with that. This I was so excited about because they have a really good formula, I think. This is Black Radiance's, let's see. Yeah, this is definitely Black Radiance. Why doesn't it say it on here? I know. Oh, it does. It says Black Radiance Beauty. This is their Lip-Good lipstick. So I picked this up at Rite Aid. It's the Perfect Tone matte lip cream. Great formula, okay? What color is this? That's the other question. 5401. What does that mean? 5401. Don't we have a name of a color? Anyway, this isn't a display, and that's got to be my only issue with them. My issue with them being, when you take off the thing, you don't know what color you got. And my number 2 issue with them is how come everything amazing that they come out with is in a display and you never see it again? It's not a permanent item. I hate that about them. Okay. And then that's not just them. It's a lot of brands. But this color is just gorgeous. It's a gorgeous color. If I can find out what color it is, I will put it down below. I'm so sorry that I don't have that information. But again, it's 5401. I saw a display and they had these and different ones, and then they had some lip glosses that I'm going to show you in a second. This guy, I know you've seen this guy. This is from L'Oreal. It is the Infallible Paint. Infallible Paints blush. And I was a little scared of this. I know some of y'all that are not even as deeply skin tone as me were like, what? But I gotta be the one to tell you, it's little brush. I hate these little brushes. They're never really useful. It isn't as scary as it looks in the pan. I'm able to use these two colors, which is kind of a waste of money considering how freaking expensive this is. I almost passed out in line at CVS when she rang this up. I wanted to be like, are you ever embarrassed? I'm like, I wanted to be like, no, let's just forget about that. I lost my mind when I picked that up. But no, I let her ring it up and put it in my bag. But I used the two middle colors, and I've used them quite a bit, and they are really, really nice. You can tone it down is the good news. You will not look like a clown if you're very careful with your brush. And at the drugstore, I think these are just really nice blushes. And if you can get use of more than just the two middle colors, then it might be worth it to you. I think it is outrageously overpriced, though. That's the only thing that just really kind of irks me about that. I am just drugstore going, aren't I? Okay, let's do a high-end product. And then, trust me, there's a lot more drugstore here. This I picked up. I went on a huge shopping spree at Sephora. It was so nice. And I'll show you, I'm going to have probably a haul video next. I have to do a haul video next because that's the stuff I want to be able to tell you about after, you know, I haul it. This is from Stila. These are new. They're Heaven's Hue highlighters, and they're like 3 different colors. This is bronze. These are so interesting. When I went to Sephora, I was touching it, and that's what it caught my eye because it looked like Play-Doh in the pan. Now this is a newer one, and I've used it a couple times, so it doesn't look like the way it did in Sephora, but it's got that, like, think that Maybelline Dream Bouncy blush. It's like that, whereas you can press it down and everything like that. Anyway, this is a really nice highlight. I love the way this looks on. See, I made a little fingerprint. You can see the indentation down on it. Yeah, so this looks really, really great on, and I find that it has nice sticking power. Mostly if I use my finger with it, not a brush. With the brush, it goes on fine, but if you really want to, you know, people can see you from outer space, kind of a highlight, then you're going to want to use your finger with it. But there it is right there. Really, really nice. And again, they're 3 colors, so something to investigate if you are really into highlights. Next up is Neutrogena. Now Neutrogena came out with a new concealer and foundation, and I reviewed these on Instagram. That's what I've been mostly doing, is reviewing things on Instagram in my hiatus here. But I wanted to try this, even though it says it's a Hydro Boost Hydrating Tint, because I really like the other the other foundations from Neutrogena. I use Healthy Skin, and the other one that's longer wearing, I really like them. My skin really likes them. This is the shade Chestnut 135. That's what I wear in all of their foundations. It's Chestnut. It says moisturizes and plumps skin for 24 hours. And despite having combination skin, in the winter, as soon as it gets cold, this part of my face dries up like a shriveled prune. And so I can get away with using products like this, and this I just actually couldn't, because in my T-zone I just had to touch up too much during the day. The neat thing you'll find with this is, I thought was kind of cool, is they've copied Clinique, and that's the applicator, just like that Clinique foundation. So yeah, I would say if you have normal skin or dry skin, you might want to try that. It has that product in it, hyaluronic acid, that I think is so amazing, that really does help my skin. I've used it in, as far as my skincare, that products that have that in it, and that really helps my dry areas. So normal or dry skin, this might be something to try at the drugstore for you. Now the concealer I was really excited about. It is the Hydro Boost Hydrating Concealer. It has the hyaluronic, am I saying that right? Hyaluronic acid in it. And this is the shade Deep. This has one of those cores in the center where I guess the moisture is, and it's a good concealer. It just would not stay put on me even after setting it. It was just a little kind of, it was too moisturizing and too much in my under eye area. I like something, I don't want something to be drying in my under eye area when I'm using it as a concealer, but I also don't want it to be too moisturizing, whereas it's one of those, some of the concealers are like that, where you set it and it's still kind of moving. It's still, it doesn't really set. It doesn't ever really set. So that's kind of what happened with me, and that's what it looks like on my hand. So it is the right color, the deep shade. I liked it because I do like a brightening kind of a concealer color, but unfortunately, it just didn't stay put, and it kind of moved around, and I had to I was looking in the mirror and tapping at it and everything like that, so that's no good. This, I really wanted to like this. This is from Maybelline. It's their Master Camo Color Correcting Kit in Deep, number 300. I really wanted to like this. Isn't this just a great idea? I mean, MAC does stuff like this, but it's so expensive. So I was so excited to see something like this at the drugstore. And look at the highlight. The highlight color was like, I was like, ooh, a cream highlighter's in there. Ooh, color correcting. Ooh, you know, I was into this. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. It's almost, you know, when you have everything in one place, that's why I was so excited. Everything was in one place, so I was so excited about it. But it's not great if everything is in one place and the things that are all in one place don't work really well. You know what I'm saying? The first thing I dipped into was the orange for the color correcting because I like to use that in my under eye area. Yeah. Not a great fit. It kind of moves around. It doesn't stay put. It isn't orange enough to, you know, it has to be a different consistency, I think, for it to really be effective in your, you know, and really do that color correcting. It was just kind of like a light orange, and it just didn't do it for me. And the other colors were like, okay, this was okay as a concealer. It was just like everything was okay. I like the highlight though. So it just overall not something that was a good fit for me. I think if you don't need full coverage concealing like I do, you might like it. I just need full coverage, or, you know, the orange to be full coverage and then the concealer on top of it to be full coverage. So it just wasn't a good mix of good and, you know, goodness for me, but it probably would work for a variety of people, again, that don't need that coverage. I got this months ago and I didn't try it for the longest time, and I had done a post on Instagram of all my whole primer collection. I did my whole foundation collection. I did my whole primer collection. And I said that I only used this once. So I made it a couple weeks after that post. I said, I got to start using this. This is a great primer. It's by It Cosmetics. You know, they're at Sephora now, which I think is awesome. It's Bye Pores primer, and I use their other primer during the winter. It's really, really good. It's like number 50 primer, and it's very moisturizing, so I put it all, I cake it on. I don't even need moisturizer. After I wash my face and tone, I just put the number 50 there. It's a moisturizer and a primer. It's fantastic, and it's almost gone. I'm worried about that because it's not cheap. But anyway, this primer is really, really good for people that have pore issues. I haven't been having pore issues, and I think I know why. I'm trying a new product, and I'm going to tell you about that in the skincare video, but it really has taken away those issues, and I think it has, and it's a cult favorite, and yeah, it's something, yeah, I had to order it special. It's amazing, and it's really working out for me, and I'm going to get a big size because it's expensive. I got a little one, but anyway, this is really good for that, because I started using this before the skincare item came into my life and started clearing up my pore situation, but I did notice that this helped the pore situation. Right in here I got before the skincare kind of took that issue away from me. It's nice too because I like that it has, you know, you can do that with it. It's nice. I like it to be sanitary. Whenever you're using stuff, yeah, this kind of stuff, foundation, I mean, I like it to be sanitary, so I like that it's like that. And I think this would be a good fit. It's great for my combination skin. I usually just put it in my T-zone, actually. And so I would think if you have pore issues, it would be a great fit for you, and a great fit for your whole face if need be. But a lot of times people just need that stuff in their you know, T-zone, or, you know, where the pores are, you know, coming out at them. But I like it because I think it has a mattifying component as well as helping with the pores. So yeah, does it say anything about that? No, it doesn't say anything about that, but I noticed there's a mattifying thing going on in there that I really like. All right, there are three stick foundations that have come out lately, and I just wanted to touch on each one. I did whole reviews on my Instagram, but I did want to mention these because if you are the same skin type as I am, I just want you to know that these are great options. If you're a combination oily, I've never been able to use stick foundation. I couldn't use the Makeup Forever one. It's just too oily. My skin is just too much. It slides right, you know, right in here. It just slides off. So I've never been into it. Black Opal, I wanted to love theirs. They have stick foundation in amazing colors, great matches for skin tone, for deeper skin tones. I just couldn't do it. It just was not a fit for my skin type. I am amazed at all three of these. I like all three. They are a great fit for my skin type. And this is why I'm mentioning them, because they didn't just come out, but if you are, I just want to tell you, these are crystal approved. All right, so I'll just go briefly through them. And the reason being is I like them all, but I'll tell you what the differences are. So in case you're in the market for these and you don't know which one to get, hopefully this will help. This first one is the Anastasia stick foundation, and I have it in chestnut. This was the first one I tried, and I was amazed with it, and it is fantastic. I'll do a little swatchy swatch. So this is the chestnut on me. Oh boy, what do we have here? Oh boy, the sun. Okay, let me get it where the sun doesn't hit it. So this is the chestnut. Really, really great. Don't have to touch up too much. A really great stick foundation. Spreads beautifully, medium to full coverage. You can build this. It looks beautiful on the skin. This is a great fit for me color-wise. The next one is Hourglass, and Hourglass is a good fit for my skin type, but this is the first one that I would say is going to be kind of on the edge. This does have something in it that does like try my oil, so I have to use my most mattifying primer with it. I have it in the shade Golden Almond. It looks beautiful on. These look beautiful on. And this one does something like, you'll see next to the Anastasia, they look like completely different colors. And I don't know what happens to this once it stays on my skin. Maybe it's oxidation, whatever. But it looks amazing on my skin. And there it is right there. Golden Almond. So this might be, if you are oily, maybe, you know, this might be the last one to consider. Now, if you're super oily, see why I did this? If you are really oily, I think the Lancome might be your best fit. This is the Lancome Teint Idol. Is that how you say it? Ultra Wear Makeup Stick. This has sunscreen in it too, SPF 21. I always have the same color in their foundations. 500 Suede W. This is the one. This is the one I can creep into spring with. If it starts getting warm, this is the one I'm going to pull out first. So you see why I wanted to tell you about all three is because they're different degrees of, you know, depending on which skin's like, where you figure, like if you're going to be using this foundation and you want to get through spring and into, you know, the warmer weather, get the Lancome. So there it is right there. So yeah, that's it right there. Very, very nice. I cannot believe, I just knew at least one of those would be a fail for me with my skin type, but it's amazing. They all were fantastic. All right, this is my favorite new mascara. I've talked about it so much. It is the Colossal Big Shot from Maybelline. I love this. I'm wearing it today. Maybelline, whew, you did it with this one. My #1 favorite is always going to be Lash Sensational, but this is damn near close to my favorite. Damn near close. I love this. This looks like fake lashes. I love, love, love it. I'm just going to keep it at that because I will just start crying. Anyway, this is really good. Revlon. I was hesitant to try this, and I'm glad I did. It's by Revlon, and it's, what do they call these? I don't even know what they call these. It's something HD lipstick, whatever. Anyway, this is HD Desert. Number 710, and it's a beautiful nude. Are you getting the story here on me and nudes? When the spring hits, all the bright colors are coming back. Don't you worry. But yeah, very, very good. Let me swatch it for you. They have a really nice color range for these, I think. This just happens to be a wonderful nude, and I've just been, you know, I have so many lip products, I don't end up getting like 2 and 3 colors of things anymore. So there it is right there. Great nude. Desert. Number 710. Really, really pretty. Let me wipe my hand with my cellular wipe. I gotta practice saying that word. It just doesn't even sound right coming out of my mouth. Alrighty. Because I don't think we're done swatching. Oh! Maybelline. The new line of lipsticks. These nudes, fantastic. Now I'm wearing the coral one. A lot of you are gonna like the best. Oh, Naked Coral. Actually, I have it here. Oh, I have all three here. I have three of them. I didn't think I brought this out. So, okay, let me swatch them all for you. This is the Naked Coral number 555. They have a fantastic matte formula. They're all matte. They have a fantastic matte formula. It is really, really nice. It's comfortable to wear. It isn't drying. It's really good. So that was Naked Coral. This one is Brown Blush, which a lot of people are going to like. This is number 1. I think this is the deepest one in the line. It's Brown Blush. This looks gorgeous on. I wore this on Instagram too. It's kind of got a purple tint to it, which makes it just gorgeous. I mean, look at that. That is just gorgeous. Oh, so that's number 575, Brown Blush. And then the last one, actually I have one more upstairs I haven't tried yet. I do. This one is fantastic. This is the perfect nude, okay? This is Raw Chocolate. Because that's, we did peachy nude, purpley nude. This is nude nude on my skin tone. Raw Chocolate number 560. This, this is gorgeous. So that's Raw Chocolate. Let me get my face. You don't need to see my face. You just need to see this gorgeousness. Look at the sun. I got to really figure out where to film here. All right, so that is the number 1. So I am wearing on my lips today, I have the Naked Coral and then a new product from Black Radiance, and this is Urban Nude Lip Gloss. And they have expiration dates on their lip gloss. I think I kind of like that. But yeah, let me just, I think it's this perfect tone. Black Radiance Perfect Tone. At least the name of it was on there. But yeah, here we go. This is just so good. Oh my God, it's so good. It's really, really moisturizing. All right, here, let me do a little swatch on my hand. That's why you can see it's a great nude. And it would go, I've used it with the, what is that called again? Raw Chocolate, and then with this Coral cut shade. Really good nude. And it's nice alone too. I've used it alone too. So really, really good nudes. And then the last product sucks. It doesn't suck. It's just not for me. And I feel like it's a waste of money. Like I can't even believe I got it. But you know, sometimes you get to the store. Don't you get? I get to Sephora and drugstores and I'm just like, sometimes I'm just a fool. I think it happens to everybody. So this is their new Revlon Kiss Balm. SPF 20, that's good. This is Berry Burst, and I don't know, an alien took over my body, let's just say that. And can I even swatch it? The problem is there's no color to it. And when you say you're a balm, that's fine, but when you're this deep a color, I expect you to have some color. Like, is it just me? Like, I'm thinking if this is the way, I thought there'd be a little color in there. And, you know, you can see it on my hand. I can't even show you a swatch because, okay, if I do it like 10 times, yeah, 10 times something shows up. 10 times. There it is. 10 times. Why did I get that? I didn't need that. I shouldn't have got that. Whatever. It happens. Someone will like it. Well, no, not someone will. My mom will love it. There you go. Mom will love it. But guys, that's it. That's everything. That gets us caught up with a lot of stuff that's come out recently that I've tried. When I went and did a whole bunch of damage at Sephora and Walgreens and where else did I go? I went to another drugstore, Rite Aid. All of that stuff. Some of that stuff is in here, but stuff that is not, I will do a haul on, and I just put in an order with my Ebates money for Sephora. So the next video I'll probably do for you is a haul of all of that stuff, and then we'll have some more stuff to do in, or to review in a video. So I hope you like the name of the video. This is going to be the new series. This is how you'll know it's a review video. I'll put the word review in front of it, but just so you know, and you know, tried and tested, you know, you'll know. I like to give you a hint as to what's coming up in a video. That way, if it's not your type of, you know, your cup of tea, you know to stay away. But thank you so much for all of your support. It's great to be back. This was fun. It's a little, you know, I'm a little off, but that's okay. I'll get back into the groove of things and figure out where to film, and hopefully the swatches will come. I don't even care. I don't even care what it looks like behind me. I don't care how I look. I just like the swatches to be good, because that's, for me, when I'm watching somebody, that's what I care about. That's number one. The swatch is good. Are they good? Do they swatch? Are they good? So yeah, that's the main things. Hopefully the swatches will turn out great when I'm editing this. Guys, thank you again. I will talk to you soon. Again, the videos, there won't be as many as usual from before, but I think they'll be really, really good and relevant and worth your time, because your time is important. Everybody's time is important. So I'm only going to bring you things that are worth watching, hopefully. Thank you. Bye.